Hello, my name is Thomas, and I'm going to go ahead and describe a significant technical issue that I experienced during this project. The experience was actually with trying to find a tool to do machine learning annotation. Essentially, it was to annotate the images for semantic segmentation. The tool I was looking for was a tool that was stable, that was free, and that didn't use proprietary formats. This it became an issue just because it was kind of difficult to find a tool that was actually free. Most of the tools that I did find that had a cost to them, and then the ones that were free ended up being unstable. So this was the main issue that I was experiencing on here. Another thing is once I actually found the tool to use, I ended up having a lot of issues just getting it to run, a lot of errors like that. And once I finally got the dependencies actually on my local machine, I then ran into an issue that was saying that they weren't updated. And after I finally got everything up and running, I got the tool where I could use it. There was a big learning curve where there was no tutorial or any README on the Label Me program that I got. So I had a big learning curve where I kind of had to learn on my own and figure out ways to research on how to learn and use these specific tools. So to start off with, the way I tried to remedy the issue of finding a tool that I could be free, stable, and didn't use proprietary information, I actually went ahead and looked at a few different websites, one called Medium, another called Stack Overflow. Tried to look on there, seeing if there was certain places I could essentially use information and asking people as well. I looked on different forums such as Reddit. They have a machine learning forum that you can kind of discuss, ask questions on there, and even look at other people's questions on there. So I went on there, asked some questions, did some research on different forums, stuff like that. I did end up finding some tools that were free. They weren't stable though, and so I had to kind of just keep on researching from there. Eventually, I found a good forum, this machine learning forum on Reddit. They told me to go ahead and look on GitHub. I guess there was a lot of tools that were basically free. The licensing was completely free. You didn't have to pay for them. They were stable, which was a huge thing for me because again, I didn't want to waste my time having to use a tool that wasn't stable. And so after that, I went ahead and went on GitHub. I found a pretty interesting cool tool called Label Me. The benefit of Label Me, it kind of hit all definitely free. It was very stable, all the ratings on it. A lot of people forked this GitHub repository because of that very reason. And it also let you save in .png is what I was looking for, or essentially it let you choose either JPEG or PNG, but of course I was using PNG. So I eventually found that once I found that, to remedy the issue of being able to run it with all of the missing dependencies, again, I had to do more research. I went on the site called Medium, went on there, went on the same site, the Stack Overflow, as well as kind of went back to the Reddit forum to ask some questions there as well. After just not finding a whole lot, I ended up finding the some basically some terminal commands that would let me just copy them, put them right into my own terminal, and to download the dependencies that were missing. Once I did that, everything seemed to be okay, but then it started throwing errors that they weren't updated. The dependencies for some reason weren't updated. So I went ahead and went back to Stack Overflow. It was recommended to me to go ahead and use a tool called Homebrew. Now this is for the Mac. Essentially, you are able to just run brew, update, and then the dependency that you needed. So this is essentially is how I ended up trying to remedy the issue. My results actually were pretty solid on that, which I'll get into a little bit later. And then the last issue of how I tried to remedy the issue of the huge learning curve, I watched a lot of YouTube videos, Udemy videos, and these really kind of helped me kind of close the gap of the learning curve. I also looked at other tools such as MATLAB. They had another annotating tool that I downloaded. However, it was a proprietary format that they wanted me to output the data set. That's why I ended up not using it. However, I was able to use certain tools that were in there, learn from their tutorial, and then apply that to MATLAB. Or excuse me, not apply that to MATLAB. I was able to apply that to LabelMe. And also the videos, I did find some interesting videos on how to label the classes for the crops, and that's what I was using it for. And this was very helpful because essentially it gave me the ability to visually learn how to do it and then apply it. And now going back to all of my results, so the being able to find the program that was free and stable was a huge benefit to me, and I found that doing that research and talking to the correct people was really what helped me get the result I was looking for. And as far as fixing all the dependencies, getting them updated and everything like that, again, I attested to research, going on, speaking to my peers, my other professionals in the field. So I had a really positive results on just staying determined and doing my research on there. And then also, once I was able to kind of close the learning gap on LabelMe, I actually ended up creating a tutorial to show my team how to label their crops as well, how to annotate the images. Now, going on to what I do next time if I encountered a similar issue to this, I think I would essentially really apply what I've learned from this experience. It was to do lots of research from the beginning, reach out to my peers on forums such as Reddit, Stack Overflow, and also watch a lot of videos on YouTube, Udemy, because I am a visual learner. So this helps me apply what I learn, and from there I'll also go ahead and take what I learn and then actually code along, or essentially just apply what I'm actually watching at the same time. From there, doing the research, like I said, asking the right questions, asking the right people will really benefit me in the future, just for the reason being because we can't do this alone. Help being able to reach out to my peers is a huge tool, a huge benefit. Doing lots of research before even going into it, going places like Medium, like I did, Stack Overflow. These are big research materials that I'm able to use as going into my technical field. And then, like I said, as well as watching those videos will really help me apply and be able to see exactly what's going on. I do appreciate you watching this video. I hope you enjoyed, and you have yourself a great rest of your day.